Hi, welcome to another Quick Tips with Jennifer. I'm Jennifer Wise, a Forever Lead ambassador, and I'm going to teach you today a cool trick that I just learned about changing the color of one of those professionally designed alpha sets that you might use with your Artisan digital scrapbooking software. I am not a pro. I'll put that out there right now. I'm just learning kind of as I go with Artisan and you know different things that I pick up on or somebody teaches me or I otherwise learn about. If you are looking for pro tips, I definitely recommend that you join the Pixels to Pages group. I'll put a link to it in the bottom, but they are pros. They know everything. So, quickly, I will first, before I get into my little quick tip today, I'm going to share my screen and give you a few Artisan fast facts if you're not familiar with Artisan. So if you're not, go ahead and pause this recording, read through those, and then come on back and we'll hop over to my Artisan program to show you this little tip. All righty, so I'm going to head over to Artisan. Now, this is kind of a cool thing to be able to do. So in order to do this, you need to, of course, own an alpha set in Artisan, and you need to own Artisan too. I'm going to show you here how to change one of the color with one of these alpha sets. Now you can see I have practiced here with three of them. So on the left, you can see the original, and then I've played around to make them all green. Originally, the one on the top was orange, the middle one is red, and the bottom one is black, well, kind of a gray. And then I played around. Now, I made a note here to so that you can keep in mind that the construct of alpha sets are all different. So changing the color of them may or may not be straightforward. It took me a while to come up with, getting them all to be green. When you're trying to change the color of an alpha set, a lot of experimentation is required, and it may end up the color you think it's going to be or not. It's really, really not an exact science. So what you'll do is just insert an alpha set and then you're going to play around with it. So let me show you an example here. So I've got one of my favorite collections over here pulled up, Summer Blues Bundle, and I'm just going to put a paper over here so that we can match the color. So I'm going to use an alpha set that I haven't played with before. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll show you a bad example to begin with or a good one. I don't know. So what you do to get an alpha set is you come up here to the upper left. You can see where my mouse is. You click insert, and then you'll get these text options here at the upper left where my mouse is. You'll click alpha set, and I've got a more simple tutorial showing how this goes. And I'm sure there's great stuff with in Pixels to Pages as well. So be sure to check them out. So I'm going to just type summer days and we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm going to choose an alpha set that I like, but I want to change the color of. All right, so let's go with maybe um let's try this one and see how it goes. So it's green, but I want it to be blue. So we'll select that alpha set. Whoops, hold on. There we go. Double click it. Summer days. Then we click create. So it's going to come up and say summer days. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with it. I want it to be this blue color or one of these blue colors. There's a lot of blue in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, click on it, and then up at the upper left, I'm going to play around with, first you click color. If you can see where my mouse is, right up here at the upper left, color. And then there are options for black and white or sepia, which I could just click that and be done with it. So you can see over here, I clicked sepia. And if I decide to do that, it's going to look like this preview over here at the right. I actually kind of like that. I think it looks really good. I'm going to click OK there. That's not what I was going for at all, but I think that looks really good. So I'm going to click undo now. And we'll see if it'll undo it. Okay. So you can, like I said, up here at the upper left, you can click black and white, you can click sepia, but if you're trying to go for a color, you can adjust the hue, the wash, the brightness, the balance, and the temperature. And you just kind of play around until you get what you want. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger just so we can see it, even though it's not really going to fit on the page very well. And I'm going to play with maybe hue. I'm going to click hue, and it shows over here that I can just click anywhere. I could click like pink and it's gonna, or pinky purple, it's gonna go there, more of a purple, more of a blue, or there's a yellow, what it might look like. And again, it's already got some kind of color in it, and there's going to be some shading and other things. So it's not just a solid color. So even if I click yellow, it doesn't really come up as yellow over here. So that's why you got to play around and see what happens. And then you can click more colors, or you can select a sample color from the screen, which is what I wanted to do. That's why I dragged the paper over here. Let's see what happens if I try to make it this blue color. All right, you can see the preview on the right. I'm holding that little dropper over one of these colors, and I actually really like that. I'm going to click on it, and yep, that's what I want. So I'm going to click OK. Oh, look how pretty that is. Actually, I really like that. It's got a little bit of the white outline still that it had in the, the original alpha set. And so it kind of stands out a little bit here. So anyway, that is how you do it. That's how you change the color of an alpha set. And like I said, you got to just play around with it. There's not like really one wonderful way that I can tell you to do it. I happened to pick a pretty good one that didn't take me very long to play around with, but you can also play with the wash. I'm going to click wash over there. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. I had the background clicked instead of this. So if I click wash, I can, hi, there we go. Oh yeah, it changed. You can see the outline of summer days. It's no longer white like it used to be. I'm going to click cancel and you can see it change back. So look at the word summer days. I'm going to click cancel. So that's what the wash did. And then again, you can play with brightness and balance and all that too. So get in there, play around, have a good time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find it too. And like I said, I'm not the pro. I just share a few little tips as I learn them. If you are looking for pros, the Pixels to Pages group, the Pixies, there are the pros. So I will leave a link so you can connect with the Pixels to Pages group and learn a lot from them in the pinned comment of this video. Thanks again for watching. Have fun with your artisan.